Nick, thanks for coming to talk to me. I really
A
appreciate
pleasure.
it. That says From an Idea by Nick Frost.
Yeah.
What was that idea?
The idea was I wanted to do a film where I danced a lot.
And that was pretty much the limit of it?
Yeah, I mean, I guess also, you know, I mean, if there was a kind of deeper vibe to it, it would be that you don't necessarily have to be what the media deem aesthetically pleasing to be attractive.
Right.
You can be passionate about something to be attractive. It's not necessarily about a six-pack. You can make someone laugh and you're attractive. If you're a great cook, you can be attractive. If you're passionate about chair design, steeples, you know, it's that passion is an attractive thing, I think.
Not clear when you stopped describing yourself there. Was it the chairs where you
I'm
went
still,
a bit off?
I'm still thinking about myself and my love of Fred Dibner and steeples. You know.
So what was it you handed over to John? Just what you just told me there?
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, there was a lot. I mean, from sending that first email to the first moment when we met John and sat down, you know, we had lots of meetings, obviously, and there was a kind of character breakdown and a kind of a little potential arc, and we sat and talked for ages, me and John and Naira and Rachel Pryor, who's at Big Talk as well, and you know, John is very clever, and he works very quickly, which is fantastic, and he doesn't mind sitting down and, you know, he's not precious, but similarly, once you hand it over to someone, you must let them do it. You cannot fiddle and undermine, you know. You have to trust the person you're working with enough to say, well, this is what John does, and let's let John do it, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it was that kind of relationship, and it felt really nice, you know. We've had another great idea since then, the kind of four of us.
Right.
And we've had the beginnings of that meeting again going forward.
Are you in training for that one at the moment? Because last time when I first caught wind of this, you said you were training for something, but you wouldn't say what.
It was this,
Yeah,
yeah. The idea is about a man who eats a 13-tiered wedding cake. So, no, I'm good.
I could.
I'm good for the training.
If you need an understudy, I could help you out there.
Yeah.
So, was it always the case that you were looking for an American lead actress in this, do you think?
Look, I'm going to... Talking as now a producer, I think, and all this feels odd coming out of my mouth. But if you want a film to translate in America potentially when it comes out, should it come out there, which I think it will, you need a lead actress who American audiences can relate to and like, you know. And we have a lot of kudos over there with the films I've done, you know, with Simon and Edgar. And then working with someone like Rashida, who's fantastic and funny, and she has a groundswell of support because of her amazing work in Parks and Rec, and you know, that kind of all helps.
Sure. Now it seems to be that you...
Sorry to interrupt, but story-wise, it doesn't jerk too much that an American lady would come and... Lady, I mean, it sound really old. Like an American lady would come and work here. You know, I think our tiny iPad society is such now that people are...
I'm married to an American lady. It happens.
Yeah, it does happen.
You know, it has happened. So it seemed to be you were the first point of contact for a lot of these actors. Ian said you pitched it to him. Chris has said you pitched it to him. I mean, is that really the case across the board? And can you remember how you were selling it to them?
Well, I kind of told them what I wanted to do, and you know, I've known Chris for a long time. Me and Ian worked on Snow White, and we had a good laugh, and we're mates. So, you know, I just kind of said I want to do a film where I'm a dancer and I dance a lot, and I think they kind of like that idea as well, you know. And then you see when you read John's script, and you know, once you have a potential film with someone who you like working with, and the script is good, then you know the chances for an actor to say no, you get less and less and less, you know.
Yeah. Now, years and years ago, you seemed to be working on something to do with wrestling, the way that we do it in Britain, and I've been waiting a long time for this film.
Yeah.
Is it still somewhere in the pipeline?
It is, yeah. I've just done a complete rewrite on it. So I finished that just before Christmas, so it's now in, and people are looking at it, and it's yes, it's still quite high on my priority
You must
list.
love that one then, to stick with it over all these years.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when that kind of first draft I handed in was it had a lot of faults in it, and I looked at it, and me and Edgar talked about it a lot, and you know, he gave an extensive kind of note feed on what I'd written, and from those notes then it's had a total turnaround, and you know, I think rewriting that script was something which has now reignited my fire for writing, just sitting in a room on my jacks,
Right.
listening to music, just banging away on the you know, on the keyboard. So I'm really excited about that, and I really want to get it made. But in terms of how much of that would be me, I think as you get older, you know, the thought of having to train for 7 more months,
I don't know.
just getting my spine busted.
Big Daddy at the end there. I mean,
He was like 90, wasn't he?
he was getting on a bit.
Maybe I could do it.
One last thing before I go, I've got to ask: is
Yeah.
that beard business or pleasure?
Why can't it be both?
Okay.
Well, I'm telling my wife that it's business.
Okay.
Because she hates it. But I keep saying, it's for a role. There's no role.
That's why I want to be an actor.
Yeah, just grow a beard.
Just literally, that's the only reason I'd be an actor.
It's also, it feels like a physical manifestation of laziness, of not shooting a film, you know.
Well, thanks very much.
A
I've
pleasure.
gone over my time, but
Thank
it's good
you.
to speak to
No
you.
worries.